Hello family, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy E, the Dividend Passport Bro, back with another video. Guys, I am excited, I am pumped right now as we get this video started. The market did a 360, and today we were able to get a little bit of the 60 something thousand dollars that we went down in the last 2 days. We're to make some of that back. So your boy is in good spirit today. Okay, guys. So as always, welcome to the channel. It's your boy E, and as always, guys, this is not financial advice. I'm just a guy on YouTube that make videos about my portfolio and my portfolio alone. Okay, y'all. So we are at 1,860 plus subscribers. Okay, 1,860 plus subscribers. Probably by tomorrow, we're going to be at 1,070, okay? But I appreciate all the love. I appreciate all the comments. Guys, you just don't know how much. When you guys make these little comments, how much they motivate me to keep on doing this, okay? At least I know that I'm getting to somebody out there, okay? Even though we're getting the subscribers, right? The subscribers kind of going out. So I know people watch the content. I know people liking the content. But it feels much better when you guys leave a comment and like and share the video. Okay, guys. All right, so let's get down to business because business is booming. Now, the market just closed, right? And everything, almost everything, this is the greenest. I've seen this thing other than the other day when it was so freaking red, right? This is the greenest I've seen this thing. And my heart is full of joy. Full of joy today, guys. I'm full of joy as my portfolio is rebounded, okay? It rebounded. Let's get back to my little measly M1 over here, right? M1 7 is down. This thing was at 700, 600, right? And it's down to 560, all right? So for a $600 portfolio, and we lose pretty much $40 off of this stuff, that's a lot of money, okay? I don't know what's going on with my eyes right now. I don't know what's going on with my eyes. It's like freaking jumping like crazy. And we lose $40 from this portfolio. That's a lot of money. So, but I'm not even going to talk about this too much because we're supposed to get some dividend coming in, and the dividend haven't came in yet. So I'm not even going to talk about this. But you guys can see the portfolio. I try to share all the portfolios with you guys, and so you can see what's going on. Now, yesterday, crypto was down bad. Right? It's still down bad, but as you can see, it's trying to come back. And guys, I tell you all the time, diversify. Put a little bit of change into the crypto market. Don't say, oh, you know what? I don't know about it. Learn about it. Read about it. It's so simple. Just read about it, okay? Or you can follow the herd. Follow whatever somebody else is doing that you like. You can follow me. I don't care. You know what I'm saying? That's up to you. It's your money. But learn about it. Put a little bit of money in there, okay? You got to diversify your money, okay? If you want to make more money, you got to put it out there, okay? Scare money don't make money, okay, guys? So as you can see, the bubble is bubbling, right? Pepe is up, right? Bunk is up. I don't know, did I buy some bunk? Yeah, I did buy some bunk. I got a little bit of bunk, right? I think I spent $100 or something on bunk. It was down. I got some Pepe. It was down, but it back up. Shiba is up 1.4%. That's good because it was down. Okay, guys? So you got to invest in your future, okay? Invest in your future. Bitcoin is still down 0.05%. Ethereum 1.3% is up. Yes, sir. Let's keep doing that. Solana is down 2.1%. Now I got Solana. Okay, guys. So you got to invest in your future. Don't play around. You can see my Pepe, my XRP is down. Pepe is going up a little bit. I was like, yesterday, I was like, man, I need to just sell all my freaking crypto and just take that money and buy some stuff. But I didn't do that, right? I held on. So I want to put $500 in here today, and it give me $500. So I got $1,000 and in my buying power. And yesterday when I was trying to click on this stuff, it wouldn't do anything, right? I was like, man, am I going crazy? Now it showed my margin. See I got about 10% of what I have invested in my margin, right? In here, which is $5,000, right? Which is not bad. Okay, it's not bad, and this kind of helped me down. With all this stuff going on, I just put a little bit more money in there, and you know, I've been buying stuff because you know, you're like, man, I don't care. I'm just gonna keep buying, trying to get the income up and then start to collect. And I was like, you know what? And I've been telling you guys, I said I'm gonna continue to buy, and I spent all the money. So of course, I was like, man, I'm gonna get some margin calls like crazy. But and luck will have it, your boy's been good. I cannot complain. I've been good. Okay, today I didn't buy anything, right? We got dividend came in. The dividend haven't hit what you call it, Robinhood yet. I got it in my Fidelity portfolio. I got it in Charlie Schwab. I got the dividend. So I got those two dividends, right? And so far between the two of them is over $6,000. So that's good. I'm not buying nothing today. Since the market is, of course, is grain now, when you got some money in, it's go grain. So I'm like, it is what it is. We're gonna see. I don't know what next week is gonna look like, but right now we're just gonna add some more money to the portfolio. Well, I added $500 here, and then we got money coming to the portfolio. It's probably gonna come in sometime today. It's haven't show up yet, right? You see, I don't have no notification. It haven't show up yet, but there are a couple of things I wanted to buy. You know, this is one of my core. I'm kind of testing this out, and you can see it's still doing okay, right? XPY, Spot I, and then the QQQI. You know, I just added QQQI, SPYI been there for a little bit. Now I sold MO in my other portfolio. I don't know why I did that. I don't know what I was thinking. I wanted to sell that because I wanted to have some money to buy. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to sell it, and then I can use the money to buy. But then, of course, that didn't happen the way I wanted to. So now I have to build that back up. You know, I was like, I want to stay away from the quarterly payment, but I got SHD that pay quarterly. So I mean, at some point, you know, it is what it is. Now, I was thinking about moving. I know I'm always thinking. I was thinking about moving my SHD to my growth portfolio, because I'm going to get stuff that paying 7-8%, and SHD paying like less than 3-4%. So that's what I wanted to do. Now the portfolio is up a little bit, right? Now it's kind of crazy when you're losing thousands of dollars, right? And then you get back some of the money. You know, yesterday I lost 17 grand. Yesterday I was down. You only lose when you sell. Yesterday I was down 17 grand yesterday, right? So, in my other portfolio, I got 9,000, 8,000 right there. And then this one, I got 3,000 here. So I made up for yesterday, right? And a little bit more, which is good, right? The money that was lost down 17,000 yesterday, I made that back, right? Which is good, right? It's good. So, I mean, I'm happy about that a little bit. Now, as we continue to build everything back up, you know, because I was saying to myself, why wait to do certain things? Because I was like, you know what? Sometimes I can say something. I can say, this is what I'm going to do, and then I don't do it. And then out of the blue, I would just do it, right? Because I move spontaneously sometimes. And I have to be very mindful of that, because right now, it's like my portfolios, I don't have no emotional attachment to the portfolio other than me losing money or be, you know, shit, I'm losing my money. That's the only emotional attachment that I have towards my portfolio, right? But I look at it strictly as business. When I build these portfolios to generate me income, right? People go and build businesses, right? The side hustle, whatever, and they put time and money, and then they don't get nothing back. I've done it many a times. But with this, right, I know for sure that I already laid the foundation. So with time, I will be fine. We just had a big correction, if you want to call that, in the market because of Uncle Sam messing around with it. Anyway, we had a big correction, right? My portfolio went down $60,000 in 2 days. 60 grand in 2 days. Now that's, for some people, that probably put some people out of business, right? There's a lot of people out there that probably put them out of business. And for me, looking back, I could have been put out of business to where, I get margin calls to where I didn't have the money to put back into the portfolio, and I have to sell something on the low with that value being gone, and then losing that income that I would generate later on. But everything happened for a reason. So what I was planning to start next year, now I'm going to start doing that now, right? Because next year I was like, I'm going to continue to buy, and then next year I will stop, letting the money sit in, spend some of the money on things I need to spend it on, but let most of the dividend, instead of reinvesting the dividend, let them sit into the portfolio and invest them the way I want to. All of my extreme high yield, I have dividend reinvestment turned off, which is drip, right? Now, all of the ones I spend 7, 8, 9, 10, 17, 18%, those are turned on. So what I'm going to do is to turn all of those off, and I, myself, would do the reinvesting myself, right? I'm in my portfolio every day, multiple times a day, so I can do that better myself. That way I see the income coming in, and I can make the adjustments, right? We were up $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, and now we're down 12 grand overall. Now, the total cash invested, right, and then the market value of the portfolio, total cost, right, and this is the total value. So that's total cash and cash value and cash invested, right, and then total value. That kind of confusing. But I'm looking at this as the margins, right? So this is the margins. I'm looking at it. This is the margins, right? This is what the margin coming at. So if you take that 2 from here and put it here, you get 195, and the 207 is the actual cost basis of everything that I have, right? So we're down by $12,000. I don't think it's not as bad, because y'all know our daily cost average, and out of that 12 grand, a lot of this is coming from right here, which was already there before all this stuff happened, and it could have been a whole lot worse, but it's not. I was tempted to sell yesterday, and it was good I didn't, because we got some of the money back, and as funds come into the portfolio, I'm going to continue to buy, maybe get this up to 20 grand. Maybe that's what I'm going to do. So we are making progress, right? We make some of the money back we lost, and I feel like it's okay. I can't be too mad about nothing right now, because I got a little bit of my money back, and we made some money back in this portfolio. We back over 300,000. Which were down yesterday, and you know what? Like I said, I cannot complain as we continue to grow the portfolio and live off of these dividends, right? And like what I was saying earlier was, as I continue to build these income streams from these 3 portfolio, right? One being college tuition and whatever else I wanted to be. And then my other 2 portfolio, which is my cost of living portfolio, right? And this portfolio here is my housing portfolio. when I started building this portfolio, when I was thinking about retirement, this portfolio was going to take care of my housing, cost of for housing. Now, of course, it is generating $13,000 a month, right? That's more than what I need for housing. The other portfolio, this one here, is generating what, $9,000, $10,000, $11,000 a month. That's more than what I'm gonna need for my monthly living, right? So now that we got these things in surplus, right? Of course, there's always greed. You will always need more and more and more and more. That's how the rich get richer and the poor get poorer, because when you get to where you see income coming in, now it's like, well, how do we get more? And in order to get more was doing margins. Margins give us other people money to invest and make more money. So now that we use margins to make use other people money to make more money, now we can say, okay, we're at the point where we can say 60 grand for me is more than enough. 30 grand is more than enough. But I think at $60,000 a month, that would give me over that hump to where I believe we would be right over that $1 million mark, right? In annual, not annual income, but over that $1 million mark as a millionaire, that millionaire status, right? And then start to build the buffer. Now, of course, I always talk about, oh yeah, I want to pay up my dividend, pay up the margins, pay up the margins. Of course, paying down the margins, right, will create more buying power. And on a day like the last 2 days, if I had that buffer, right, if I had $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 in my portfolio, I would have been in heaven, because I would have spent that $40,000 and $50,000 and don't even think about it, especially the first day when everything was red, right? I would have spent that and don't even think about it. And then even the next day, I wouldn't be worried about margin call, because I'm buying everything at a discount, right? Something that I paid $50 for, I'm getting at 30. That's a discount. So when it starts, because it's going to go back up, just like it went back up. When it starts to go back up, you get that big gains. That's why I like to buy on red days. But unfortunately, no one saw this coming. I didn't see this coming. I'm like, well, we worry about that next year. That was like, well, next year, I'm just going to buy the rest of this year. Then next year, we start bidding up the cash to move money around for different things. Because I didn't see it coming. I don't think anybody else that I talked to saw that coming, right? So as we continue to build the portfolio, I mean, $13,000 a month. And as I was saying, I'm going to sell some positions in here to get that up to $30,000 a month. But in the other portfolio, I mean, it's easy to get this one because I don't have to put the money in there. I can just sell the lower yield stuff and put it into my extreme high yield stuff to make the money. Okay, so let's get to the other tracker, because that way I can talk about everything at once. All right, so as you can see, we're at 16 million. In 10 years, the portfolio is going to be valued at 16 million, and we're going to have an annual income of 4 million. That's more than I'm ever going to need, right? At this point, I'm going to be 62 years old, 61, going on 62 years old, a multi-millionaire. And my millions, like everybody else, is coming from investments in the market. And of course, right, this thing, the yield is dropping down to 20-something%. Maybe I say, you know what, yeah, I'm going to drop the yield and be safe instead of 20%, 15% yield. So I'll be even lower than 16 million, right? But even if I go the next 3 to 5 years at 80% yield overall in my portfolio, we're gonna crush this 16 million in no time, right? The next 2 years, if we getting paid 80%, 70%, 60% yield, that's double the yield, so that's double the income. So we're gonna be where we're supposed to be here at $1 million, we're gonna have 2-3 million in the portfolio. Right? So everything gonna double. Right? So maybe at the point we get here, we might have that 20-something% yield, right? But we might be at 28 million, 30 million. So we're gonna do it as long as we need to, right? We can do it as long as we need to. The other portfolio that I was talking about building, another portfolio with E-Trade. I call E-Trade yesterday, and sometimes it's so frustrating to call E-Trade and deal with them, but because I moved my portfolio, transferred my portfolio over from E-Trade to Robinhood, when I deposit that money into the account, they automatically try to transfer that money from E-Trade to Robinhood. I'm like, how dumb can you be? I transfer my portfolio from there, right? The portfolio is supposed to go back to normal after I transfer the funds. So why can't I just invest? So I had to open up another account, and when I tried to open up the other account, it was giving me a hassle. So I was like, to hell with it. You know what? To hell with it. Okay, so right now, in 10 years, we're gonna have 60 million, 6 million, 60 million, 6 million. Fidelity, 6 million. Now Fidelity got more money in it than E-Trade, but look at the yield, right? The yield is different, 50% to 140% yield. It's a big difference, right? This is my safer portfolio, right? Because I have a lot of stuff in there, 100-something positions in there that I need to cut down. Like I said, I need to cut them down to about 100 first. This year, next year, and then we'll see what happens after that. Once I get the income up to about 200K, then I'm good, right? And then this one over here, I get it up to another 200K, then we got 400K, right? And we still got Fidelity, Robinhood. We'll get this to another 200K, we double this up, get it to 100 and something, 120K, then we got 600K. So that's more than enough. So I think doubling the portfolio to 60K a month is way beyond my imagination. I think it can be done. I know I've been very aggressive up until this point with the portfolio, so I need to slow my roll a little bit. And like I said, I'm going to do it the whole next year. Try to double, get the portfolio to $60,000 a month in dividend. And I think it's possible, right? We're pushing 400,000 in 4 million. I can say 400,000. 4 million in 10 years. So if we drop it down to 5 years, in 5 years, the portfolio is 3 million, right? In 5 years, the yield is still at 30%, but the income is almost $1 million in 5 years. That's over $1 million, 1.3 million in 5 years, right? And we're still generating. It's continue to grow. It's continue to grow. So we're here now. By the end of 2024, we're going to be at 387. Well, we're at 387 right now. So next year, the income will be 567. So I'm trying to get it to 6, right? I'm trying to get it to 6. So the income is at 563, right? And I'm trying to get it to 600,000. So I think it's possible. And with the yield, if we're going to have a higher yield next year, right? 60, 70%, 80% yield like we do now. So I believe we're going to do more than we're gonna be at $1 million in the portfolio value next year, by this time next year, using other people's money and the little bit of income we're making, reinvesting the income. I mean, I can see it. So I think when we get here between year 2 and 3, the next 2 and 3 years, we'll be generating $800 to $1 million in income a year, 780,000. That will be around $800 to $1 million by the time in income. Then of course, I mean, at that point, what I need all that money for? All that money for, right? I'm almost pushing 55 years old. At that time, I'm in good shape. I'm in good health. You know, guys, you know, when you don't have the stress, that money stress, life is so different, right? I was just talking to one of my friends. He just called me, and stressed out by the car, right? And this car been giving him problems for some time, and fixing the car is like $3,000 or $4,000. And I was like, man, I've been tired. I've been stressing out too, right? My portfolio just went down over $60,000 in the last 2 days. And he started laughing, right? He's like, dude, I'm over here complaining about $3,000, right? And you down. Like he said, you lost 6,000. You'll never lose when you sell. He said, you lost $60,000 and you over here calm and stuff. I'm like, yeah, you know, it is what it is. But that's the thing, right? Everybody got their own issues, right? When you get to a certain level, I mean, I used to be the same, but when I was making $20,000-$30,000, I can't wait to make $50,000. When you start making $50,000 a month, you're like, man, I can't wait to make $70,000, $60,000, $80,000, $90,000. When you start making $100,000, I can't wait to make $120,000, $140,000. It's the same thing. It's that progression, because you have to want more, and if you don't want more, then you're not growing. You know what I'm saying? You're not growing. You always have to want more. I mean, there's a point where it's greed and all that good stuff, but you always have to want more, want better for yourself, guys. That's why I created this channel to motivate people like myself, right? I talk about this almost every call, every call, almost every video, right? 6 months ago, or 5 months ago, 4 months ago, whatever it was, I was bringing in $21,000 a year in income before I added margin to my portfolio, right? Before I added margin to my portfolio. Now, 4 months later, added margin, right? And start investing more in this extreme high yield. My income has gone from $21,000 a year to $387,000 a year. Of course, this is all estimated, right? Today, I got 3,000 plus in Charles Schwab account. I got 3,000 plus came in Fidelity account. The money in Robinhood haven't shown up yet, so I can't count that, right? But as we go through the calls tomorrow, hopefully the money will have shown up in Robinhood. Then I can count it towards the dividend. Now we still got one more week. We got next week, right? And the good thing is, well, the market is closed on Wednesday. I think Christmas is on Wednesday. The market is closed on Wednesday. Yeah, Christmas is on Wednesday, so we're gonna get paid on the 27th. Or either on the 27th. If we don't get paid the 27th, we're gonna get paid on the 30th, which is it's in the same month. So I would just count it for the same month, right? It wouldn't affect that following week. So either get paid on the 27th or the 30th, and it's the same month, right? And then the next that same week we get paid again from NVIDIA and stuff like that. Now, of course, I'm building these positions, trying to get them to 1,000 shares, right? But as we build some of these positions, trying to get them to 1,000 shares, Nvidia is one of the ones that I don't have 1,000 shares in a lot of them, right? I think that most of them is kind of under 500-600 shares, something like that. And I'm trying to grow it, right? So let me go back here real quick. And my Nvidia here, I got 75 shares, right? I think the only position that I have, Robin, Boys in the Hood, Nvidia, I have, what was that? 47 shares? I got 47 shares. Right? So the only thing that I have 1,000 shares in Nvidia in is my Fidelity portfolio. Right? Portfolio holdings. It's my Fidelity portfolio is the only thing that have 1,000 shares in Nvidia. Right? So the other 120 something shares between two accounts, and I'm trying to grow that, trying to grow those portfolio and get them to the next level. I'm drinking some coconut water. Every now and then I like to drink my coconut water. I want the cocoa. When I'm in the DR, I go to the beach every single evening and get me my fresh coconut water. But since I can't do that, I go to Walmart and get my coconut water. Okay? So guys, it's like growing the portfolio. Okay? So next week we get Tesla and YBit. I think I got some Crush somewhere in there. I got some Crush somewhere in here. I think I do. Let's go back to the ticker. I'm trying to find if I got Crush. I know I had some Crush. I thought maybe I sold it, maybe I didn't. I don't know. I guess I sold out of it. I thought I did. I thought I pulled a cut. I thought I did, but I guess I sold out of it. So I only got YBit and Tesla that's going to be paying dividend next week. Come on, we get the high share. Right? So Tesla across all of the portfolio, I have 2,000 in Fidelity, plus I have 2,000 in Charles Schwab, and I have 1,000 in Robinhood. Of course, it's growing, right? But if you look at the income, depending on what they're going to pay, I have no idea what Tesla is going to pay, right? And you can see here, I have 5,000 in Alti. So Alti is like the week 3. That's the group C, right? So we're not even thinking about that right now. But you guys can see I'm building them up. I'm building them up, adding more to the portfolio to increase the income. And it's all about increasing the income, guys. Increase the income. Now, next year, as I said earlier, next year we're going to slow it down a little bit more. Because if I can get to 300 in 4 months, definitely I can get to 600 in 12 months, right? Because the income going to come, we're going to reinvest, and we're going to take some of the money, and I'm paying down my bills. I'm paying down my debts. I'm paying down my debts, paying down my credit cards, and all that good stuff. Guys, this is a financial show. This is not only about making money in dividends, about paying down your debts, okay? You make the money, you got to use the money, pay down your debts. Okay, if you don't pay down your debts, What the use of making all the money if you can't pay your debts with the money? You're just letting it reinvest. What if you reinvest in the money? You're not using the money. It's just money, paper money, right? Because you're not using it. But once you start to use the money and help pay some of the stuff that you created, or pay down your card payment or whatever, then you know you're using the money. Okay, guys? So remember, guys, I've been talking all this time and I haven't said it, guys. Remember to like, share the content, subscribe to the channel as we are trying to get to 2,000 subs. We are getting close, right? We are getting pretty darn close to 2,000 subscribers, right? I hit the refresh button to see if we got more subscribers. And there's no way to tell because it's just a it's just a 186, right? I have to go in the back end to see the actual number. But you know, we got 2 more subscribers. Look, I messed up the camera. Can you see me sinking on my face? There we go. We got 2 more subscribers while I'm making this video. So that's amazing, right? That says that what I'm doing is syncing with people, and everyday people like myself, you can generate freedom. And you know, people, you see people moving abroad and depending on YouTube and all that stuff and they're losing their money. No, we're not gonna do that, right? We're gonna build our own income, save income, and do what we need to do. Okay, guys? And this is the best way to do it because, like I said, if I wasn't making these videos, nobody would know I have a nickel, right? Because the way I move, the way I carry myself, right? They'll see me, oh, that guy, he's always clean cut, he's always looking nice. But they're not gonna say, oh man, that guy, he got a lot of money. Ain't nobody gonna say that because I look regular, very regular. You know what I mean? Very regular. Even the clothes, most of the clothes I wear are swag. Because in cybersecurity, I go to these different conferences, we get all the t-shirts. Most of my clothes, t-shirts, this swag, this stuff I give for free. You know? Okay, guys, so remember to invest into your future. Because this is, anybody can get to this. Anybody can get to this. You just have to have your plan, your game plan. That first 100, right? For me, it was the first $1. And then after that was the first 10, the first 50, the first 100, the first 1,000, 2, 3, 4, 5, until I got to 21. And I was trying to get to $24,000 a year, right? And now, $387 a year. Now we didn't make no, the dividend didn't go up because I didn't buy nothing, right? I didn't buy anything. I was going to, and I said, you know what, let's wait. Let me hold on, just in case we'll get another red day. Now, I'm going to have to hold on for a while. We might not never have another red day for the rest of this year, and we might not have one as bad next year, but who knows? So right now, I'm going to grow the portfolio gradually, right? We're going to get to 400,000. It's probably not going to happen this year, maybe next year. Maybe this year, I don't know. Because if I sell this position here, that would definitely get me to that. If I sell this position and put that in something higher, like a Misty or something, it's definitely going to get us to the next level. But guys, I need to end this video here. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel, like, share the content. I love you guys. We're going to do this again tomorrow. We're going to calculate how much money we're supposed to have coming in that came in already. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. Love you guys. Still blessed, still motivated. And as always, this is not financial advice. I'm just the old dude on YouTube that making videos about my portfolio. Deuces.